Ooh, this is absolutely interesting. Clash Royale decided to change the conversion rate in Clash Royale to upgrade the cards from level 14 to 15 a lot. So in today's Clash Royale video, I'm going to tell you why this is a bad change and why level 15 will be even harder to reach than before this type of changes. If you guys don't want to miss any update content just like that in Clash Royale, subscribe to the channel and let me know in the comment section if you agree or disagree with my points now. So first of all, this are kind of change you kind of see. We will also kind of take a look at the changes before and after. So this is, I think, like the most important thing to know, because maybe some of you guys don't know the stats before and after. But the most important thing is what Juicy J asked here: if we already converted legendaries or champs to outer luck. So if you already use this type of stuff, by the way, this is live already when you guys see the video. I'm kind of recording it the day before, but like Juicy J's question is like really important, because some people already use the stuff, the magic items on all of the cards, like the books and so on. And do we get something back from that? And Max answered this question. I think most of you guys will be disappointed about his answer. So this is what Max tweeting here. Alright, breaking down the news. The average total amount of elite wildcards players can naturally earn from conversion each month is neither buffed or buffed, not nerfed. The goal is to make conversion rate for legendaries and champion feel better. This is what I agree with, but like the other changes, I personally think are pretty bad. Yeah, and also he's saying there will be no compensation for already converted magic items. So this is kind of what somebody's asking: why can't you just increase the conversion rate of legendary and champion instead of decreasing the value common? Whereas in Apex, can you answer please? Because that would mean increasing the total amount of elite wildcards a player can actually earn from conversion each month. And I know that's not what you want to hear, but the goal is not to change the baseline. This is kind of my main point, which I think is really, really bad. So as you guys can already see here, if you're like getting now champions when you're level 14 or legendaries, you will get like more elite wildcards. I feel like they felt really trash right now, or like after the update immediately, and it didn't really feel worth it to get them out of chests anymore. So it will be like way more exciting way for you guys like to get it. Even if like you don't get the card anymore because you have it maxed out, at least you get a ton of elite wildcards to use on cards, and it will be way easier with this type of stuff to upgrade to level 15. But the main cards you're getting, the main stuff you're getting out of gold chest, silver chest when you're just like casually long into the game, these are like common and rare cards. These are like the main part of Clash Royale cards. And this is also Grand Challenge wise, right? If you're playing a Grand Challenge, yes, there can be a champion in there. Yes, there can be also a legendary in there. But most of the time you're getting like rares, commons, and epics. And also the same with the shop, right? Bro, like the shop is... the most cards you're like getting from the shop are like normal cards, are like the common cards, the rare cards, and sometimes epic cards. And this is kind of thing like personally makes me a bit sad that like even like the more casual community, and this is kind of what Superstar always talks about: casual. You're not a casual player, you're not a casual player. But the casual players right now, I don't really think they feel that rewarded. Yes, the triad people, which are grinding grand challenges, they're getting sometimes this type of legendaries and champions of this chest. But the normal player, of course there's always a chance and you feel way happier then, but do you like regularly unlock them, or you do not unlock them, but do you regularly get them out of chests? I don't really think so. So this is kind of what Benny Hugh tweeted here. So Benny Hugh is like really big Spanish creator, which is also criticizing Supercell a lot recently, which is of course understandable, and I think like nobody is happy about that. I don't know, maybe you guys have a different opinion on that. I personally think it's great that they changed the legendary and champion like by a lot. Look at this, right? If you get a legendary now, it's like 1.5k elite wildcards. This is absolutely awesome, but at the same time it's also so rare to get them. It's so rare to get them. Where do you get them? Legendary King's chest. So if you want to get them, you can buy them off the shop and you will get way more elite wildcards. So in a way, it's way more pay to win than beforehand. Champion card, 500 elite wildcards before. Now 4k. This is massive. But now the most casual things, the most things you're gonna get every single day, which is kind of motivating you to earn this type of stuff. I think, of course, legendary champion stuff felt kind of wrong. It didn't feel that rewarding, right? I'm like honest there, and I think you most agree with that. But like making this worse, I don't get it. I personally think for everyone like playing Clash Royale casually, not buying anything in a shop, not playing grand challenges a lot, even you need to be lucky now on grand challenges, right? Because the most cards you will get will be like common, rare, and epics, as I was mentioning earlier, and they will be nerfed. So you get like less elite wildcards, but if you're lucky in getting a champion and a legendary, of course, this will boost your account a lot compared to that. But if you're like winning like 5 grand challenges, you maybe get a bit unlucky with your percentages of like getting a legendary or a champion, and you don't get it, you're just like grinding for nothing. So this is kind of like the grind aspect, which is for me the most important thing also, gets nerfed a lot. So what Betting Shield just posted here is like a common card, 2 elite wildcards before, now just 1, so half of it. I know, like, this is like really changing a lot if you're just like casually opening your chest, right? You need kind of double amount of that. So instead of like playing 1 day, you need to play 2 days. Instead of like 20, 14. This is like kind of what you need to think about, right? So this is like personally really bad. Also, they split the rare cards into half. 10 elite wildcards, now just 5. Epics 50, now 20. I don't get it. I personally don't really understand why they decided to nerf that. I think it's really bad. I mean, what Max kind of said that you're not able to get like rewards back, which you already invested with your magic items. I think it's understandable. I think it's really hard for Supercell to do that, and this happened like already like early. I mean, like when new cards are come out to Clash Royale, right, and you're like paying them. At example, like with the Monk in Phoenix, a lot of people spent money in there, bought the offers, and then immediately got nerfed because they were too broken. Maybe you can kind of argue that it's our fault, like kind of waiting because it was pretty obvious that they're gonna do a change. But this is not the change people asked for. This legendary champion thing is great. I love Supercell doing that, but I don't know why they're doing this type of changes. I think this is a general signal they can't make it worse than it was. And even at like some things like legendary champion, and you are getting them more, this is like great. But you can't make something at the same time worse in this type of update, which has so much criticism and so much negativity. I think it's a really bad signal from Supercell deciding to change this type of stuff. And I personally, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm like not taking a look at something specific, but I would say as a normal casual player who's like playing regularly, it will be way harder. And of course, like it has to be level 14 casual, but I think like it's not that hard to reach, right? It's not that impossible to reach. There are like some casuals in my community which are just like playing maybe like here a classic challenge and just having some fun, opening a chest every single day, playing Clan War. Of course, in Clan War, I think that's like guaranteed. Legendary, of course, is like really helpful there. But overall, I would say, in my opinion, let me know what you guys think as like a final statement. In my opinion, it will be way harder to reach level 15 as it is right now. So this is my opinion. Maybe you guys have a different opinion on that. Let me know in the comment section. I would say I'm out. Thanks for watching, and I love you guys. And I really want to know your opinion in the comment section, because Max said it's not a buff or a nerf. I think overall it's a nerf, but it also depends on the player. So if you're like a guy who's like getting a ton of legendaries and you're like really playing Grand Challenge and you're like really lucky in there and playing climbers and so on, maybe it's a buff, but I think it's like really depending on the player. And I would say for most of the players right now after the changes, it will be a nerf and it will be way harder to reach level 15 than before this changes.